Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game will feature a team that loves getting it done through the air. The Steelers are top 10 in passing TDs, and they go up against the Ravens defense that will need to be on its game.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is TJ Logan to return it. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback out of North Carolina State. It's Phillip Rivers.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. First carry for James Conner. And, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. He's at the 30. A huge play there right off the bat. And even 70 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. They stay on the ground. Here's Conner again. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They run with Conner. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. The starters now defensively for Baltimore.
When the Baltimore Ravens talk about stopping the run, they talk about using Brandon Williams, their nose tackle, as the key guy to stop other people's ability to run the football. They just re-signed him to a new contract, making him one of the highest-paid nose tackles in the NFL.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So now the Ravens getting ready for their 6'3" quarterback. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Collision there. He's hit and knocked backward. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. At the Steelers defensive unit.
When talking about Cameron Hayward, I think it's a mistake if people just describe him as a base defensive end because, yes, he does hold up well against the running game and holds the point of attack, but I think he also has very good pass rush moves as he makes his way towards the quarterback.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll look to throw here. Down, Javon Hargrave. In there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Here we go now.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll set up a throw. And this is caught. He hits more. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It'll be a gain of 24 on the play. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. They'll run it now out of the gun. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
On 3rd down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a first down.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
A first update now from Cincinnati, and the Bengals out to the early advantage. Andy Dalton, an early touchdown pass in that one. The play fake. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. He used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
And this seemingly endless drive continues.
Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
the Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. A touchdown apiece here in this first quarter of play. 7-all is the score. More from the Steel City coming up after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff as they take over here 1st and 10. A first down throw here for Rivers. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Rivers now on second down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Complete. It's Connor. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the ball may come your way.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is brought in at the 21. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. And tough sledding. They'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Let's go!
Now a handoff working right, and a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, here we go. Green.
They're going to look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, and he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. Dancing to his left. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Here we go now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to work his way down to the 16. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And to give this time to the tailback. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power, but not a ton to show for it. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Let's go.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. It's the fullback, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And when they called that play, I'm not sure they expected it to go all the way to the end zone. Nice little reward, though.
Without a doubt, and sometimes I think the offensive line gets a little bit more inspiration when they know that guy's going to get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often. They want to reward him for all that good blocking he does as well.
Around the NFL, we've got a 2nd quarter score, and the Bengals out to the early advantage. Andy Dalton with 1 touchdown pass thus far. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. A big hit. Knocked down sideways, right at the 20. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Back to Heinz Field after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. On second down, Rivers again. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. On 3rd and 1, here's Rivers. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved.
Offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still first down. Rivers again. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. To the air again here, Rivers. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he is knocked down from the side. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. Again, it's Rivers. And that is incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Look defensively. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. Finding some room at midfield. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give them 17 on that pickup.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
down. He'll drop to throw. He's going to air one. This is caught inside the 15. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. It's the fullback as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Tucker now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Meanwhile, over in Cincinnati, and the Bengals out to the early advantage. A.J. Green off to a big start catching the football in that one, up over 100 yards already. They start with a give to counter, and he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. In our Tiburon studios, where Larry Ridley's standing by with our EA Sports halftime
report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Steelers trail at home at halftime. The Ravens will want to come out after the half and really put the pressure on from the start. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Steelers with their opening drive. Connor's going to break free after a stiff arm. He'll pick up more than 50 yards on the play. Continuing on the drive, run play coming up here. He'll take it in for the touchdown. The Steelers strike first in this one. Hits late in the first. Broken coverage here on the pass play. And he caps the drive with the score. We're tied back up at 7. Now 1st and 10. Here the defense will come up with the pick. Smithson's happy to come away with the pick, ending the drive. Offense on the field now after the pick. Handoff and run goes up the middle. And this 2-play drive goes for a touchdown. Ravens up by a touchdown. Ravens with the ball late in the half. Pass coverage will break down here. And it ends up working for a touchdown. Ravens up by 2 touchdowns.
All right, Larry, these two teams back out there as we get set and ready for this second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he's got room. 12 yards the pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left, and that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 45 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Let's go! 319! 319!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Second down, 9 yards to go. He'll drop to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Now back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Tucker now to add the point after. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. That time a 6-play drive, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early. And try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down.
And you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Shift together here from the D-line. Rivers on 1st down. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad. Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he'll bang that one through. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Meanwhile, over in Cincinnati, and the Bengals have extended their lead. Andy Dalton, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. They have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Fighting to stay upright. Forced out to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off at the 24. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Play fake, Rivers. He sets to fire deep. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Boswell for the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Looking to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. And he'll give it here to his running back. About 3 yards there to the 27. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you?
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Their mobile, agile quarterback, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through. Lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the capper that put it in the end zone are out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down, Rivers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. To throw again. Rivers throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And down he'll go at the 25. Call it a gain of 3, and they're going to have a third down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. They convert on third with a gain of 22. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Now Rivers. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there at 22. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You know, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Second down, Rivers toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And the Ravens taking the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Well, they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. That one looks like he'll throw here. Going right side here, and that's complete. And now a 1st down following that long gain. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one down to the 36. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Second down following the run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Being chased out left. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. Well, we looked at each other in surprise going for it on fourth down in the fourth quarter with a lead. But, hey, you get it as a coach. You look like a genius.
So the next time we see Coach, he's going to say, well, that's why I coach and that's why you guys talk up there, right? He had the guts to go ahead and go for it, and it paid off.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 5 on the dump off there, and that'll lead to a third down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll look to throw again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And a loose football. And I think the offense is going to keep possession. Yes, they are, but they're backed up now at their own 2-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
It's in the fourth quarter down in Miami. Patriots continuing to roll, opening their lead up even further. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Rivers now to throw on first down. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
A second down throw for Rivers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Ravens, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off.